Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I am taking on the speed run challenge at the old course. I saw this on Hybrid Me's YouTube channel where he went to the old course and tried to play it as fast as possible. Score doesn't matter, only time. So I attempted this actually 2 times before what you're about to see here. My putting was really off. I think there's something wrong with the sensor. And this one, I ended up going out of bounds. And then on my second attempt, got to the 11th hole and it wasn't reading my putts. And when it did, they were just coming right back down that big hill. So both of those I boarded about halfway through, but third time's a charm. So I'm going to attempt to do this as fast as possible. Hybrid Me's time was 13 minutes. I don't know if I'll break that, but I'm going to do my best. A couple things about my strategy. First and foremost, I'm always trying to make sure I get set up for the next shot before it appears on the screen. I'm not looking at if I have to hit it left or right. Wherever the game points me, that's where I'm going to hit. The only thing I'm really looking at is distance to make sure I have the right club in my hand. Off to the right, just off screen, I have about 50 golf balls ready to go. So I'm just going to try and play this as fast as possible. I'm not going to commentate too much in this video, but I might chime in when something odd or unique happens to kind of explain either what I was thinking or what I think happened, if something went really good or really bad. But so far, things are pretty good. Completed one hole in about 40 seconds. I need to go a little bit faster, I think. But enjoy. So I think my first mistake here, instead of just setting up a ball and taking one from the bin I had set up, I reached forward and got one from in front of the net. Again, I set up 50 balls so I wouldn't have to do that. I could just take one from the pile and go. And the other mistake I'm making, which I'm correcting right here, is I always want to make sure I have a ball on the putting mat ready to go, so I don't have to worry about that. Since I'm using the Mevo Plus, I set up a second putting mat, or a separate putting mat off to the side, so I can hit putts from there. That seems to be working a lot better. Somebody recommended that, I think, on the Discord channel to do it that way. And ever since I set that up that way, I've been getting a lot more accurate putts. So 3 holes completed in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm slightly behind the pace I want to be at. I'm going to try and make it up by hitting some good drives going forward. Hit a great drive here. Took an extra second to get it set up, but well worth it. I also forgot to put the distance and metrics in the top right, and by the time I realized it, it was too late to go and fix it. So that's why you don't see them on these holes. As I'm watching this back, one thing I am noticing is that I didn't think would make a difference at all, but I think clearly it did. I have all my clubs in my bag just off the left of the camera, just out of view. And so every time I'm hitting a shot, I'm putting the old club back and the new one out. Next time when I do this, I'm going to have all my clubs lined up, just leaning up against my little stand I have there. That way I can just put it down and grab it, so I don't have to go fumble through my bag every single time. So I think I'm spending too much time grabbing clubs in and out. The other thing I would do is some of these balls I'm hitting have the metallic dot on them. I would only use balls that don't have that metallic dot, just simply because you have to align it to the front of the screen every single time, and when you don't, you won't get that accurate of a hit. They say that not using the metallic dot will result in maybe having strikes that aren't as accurate, but when you're doing a speed run, I don't think that really matters as much. I could be wrong, but Again, it's all about the speed, and if I don't have to take half a second to align a ball properly, that could save me some time. So a bit unlucky here. I hit a hill and rolled back down. But when I noticed that, I did get enough time to go in and set up my next tee shot. Unfortunately, on that putt, I hit a ball on my putting mat, which resulted in not being able to read. I should have grabbed that ball instead of setting my next tee shot, and I could have saved a few seconds there. I also hit my putt a little bit off. And you'll notice there I hit the putt. The sensor didn't pick it up. Again, it's the Mevo Plus. That does happen every once in a while. When you're playing around, it just will miss a putt. I don't know if it's because I was going too quick there or if it just didn't read it. I also went too quickly and missed a putt, which cost me time in the long run. So, little things that you think won't make a difference, but these seconds add up every once in a while. And right here, I'm just trying to clean off the putting mat from all the loose balls there so I don't hit one and have a misread again. That's why I went down and cleaned it up. But I knew I was going to hit my 50 degree with my next shot, so I had that ready to go. The other thing going into this is I knew holes 8 and 11 were the par 3s, and I took note of that before I started to make sure I don't put a ball on a tee after the 7th hole. I can just drop it on the mat and hit it. And what do I do here? I grab my driver, I take a ball, I put it on the tee, only to realize that that's the wrong club. I got to take it off, put it on the mat, and that was about a good 10 seconds, 15 seconds that it cost me. So a mental lapse there cost me some time. I'm already pretty far behind too. As you can see, it's about 6.5 minutes, and I haven't even finished the 8th hole. I need to be done with 9 at this point to keep pace with Hybrid Me's time of 13 minutes. And a bad putt there. I mean, I know I'm going quick, but all I got to do is hit the right pace on these and I'll be good. So heading into the 9th, drivable par 4. So I actually take an extra minute here to line up my drive because I want to try and put this on the green. I got a good strike on it, but I hit it just a little bit left. And I think it's going to go into the rough or the left side of the fairway here. I don't think it would have made it on the green either way, but it leaves me with a very short chip, which I believe I put inside the gimme circle. And actually finished the front 9 only 1 over, which is pretty good for me. Usually I'm 3 or 4, even 5 over at this point. Actually, I think in the tournament I was much worse when we played it in about a month ago. But right now I'm 1 over. Too bad this round isn't for score. And again, I don't know why it didn't read it there. It wouldn't have been a good drive anyway, so I'm kind of happy it didn't read it. But that happens. Again, I don't know how other launch monitors compare that are more expensive than the Mevo Plus. I've used the SkyTrack and a little bit of experience on the R10, and they have just about the same amount of wrist reads, maybe even a few more from what I experience. But either way, I see other people use more expensive launch monitors, and they don't really seem to miss shots, at least not in their videos anyway. So hole 11, the other par 3, and I actually remember to not put my ball on a tee here. And I hit an okay shot. I think at the right distance, right club. Just pushed it a little right. But again, I'm not really paying too much attention to that. What I am paying attention to right now is this ball slowly trickling down the hill, costing me time. As you can see, I try to take advantage of this. I put my next shot on the tee because I know I'm going to have to hit my driver on the next hole. I already got the putt set up. Was able to clean off a few balls off the mat as well. But yeah, as I said there, I lost a good 20-25 seconds just waiting for that ball. And it also left me with a 60-foot putt that I kind of just whack and no, it's not going to get in the gimme circles. Just try to put it as close as possible. So I'm not really keeping track of time as I'm playing. I do have my watch on, but I kind of figured that was the beginning of the end if I had any chance at any sort of record here. Right now, I'm just trying to play as quick as possible without hitting too many bad shots, trying to finish strong here. So I hit a drive a little bit left, but that's okay. I'm going to hit this shot pretty well. It's going to end up being about 12, 13 feet away from the hole. Leaving me with a relatively easy putt for birdie. Unfortunately, I don't hit it hard. Again, it's just a result of me trying to go fast. I'm pretty confident that if I was actually playing, I could have hit that birdie putt. But 10 minutes in, just finished 12 holes. Right now, my focus is complete this as fast as possible. Try not to make too many mistakes. Finish the round. Hope that I don't have any more misreads. Take an extra beat between shots. I'm also really starting to get tired now. This is my third attempt at a speed run. I've been speed running for pretty much nonstop for the past half hour, and I'm not the most in shape person, so this is taking its toll on me right now. So exhaustion is setting in, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. So I didn't realize it, but that was a pretty good putt. When I'm doing the speed run, I actually never really looked to see if my putts went in the hole or how close they were. I just kind of kept my eye on the screen and if I had to putt again or not. So it was actually pretty impressive for that putt. I actually say that because I got a new putter. Normally I had been using for an Odyssey 2-ball Fang for maybe the past 4 or 5 years. Again, another misread that's costing me time right there. But I switched to a PXG 0211 putter. A little bit lighter, a little bit shorter of a putter. And so far, only a couple days in, a couple rounds in, but I really like it. I'm hitting my lines a lot more often than I was before. So now the challenge is making sure I hit the right lines. This is the part where I'm starting to get a bit frustrated because, as you can see, I've hit the shot twice now and it hasn't gone up yet. And I'm going to hit a third time and nothing's going to happen. I realized that the Mevo Plus or the GS Pro is set to look for a normal shot, not a chip shot. So by the time I figured that out and fixed it, it's too late. Unfortunately, the monitor is behind me when I'm teeing up, and when I'm speedrunning, I'm not looking at that. Typically, if I'm paying around, that's usually the first thing I look at to make sure it's set up correctly. But kind of got bit there. That cost me pretty much a good 30 seconds before I realized what happened. On top of that, I just keep missing putts here. I can't hit this thing within 5 feet to save my life right now. So, it is what it is. I think next time I'll have to either move my monitor or make sure I check that, before I chip or putt to make sure it's set up. Most of the time it's fine. I don't want to give off the wrong impression. 99% of the time everything works smoothly. But when you're speed running, that 1% can make a very big difference. And as you can see, when you go quick on this thing, you have a higher chance for misreads. in general. So, but you got to play the hand you're dealt, and you just got to keep moving forward. I really wanted that to stay in the gimme circle, but unfortunately it just trickled out. It cost me about 10 seconds there. So I'm on the road hole. I know when I came to this hole, I'm going to just try and bail out left with my driver. I don't care if it goes on the other fairway or not. I don't want to go out of bounds here. So I almost hit this shot intentionally, knowing that I'm going to have a long second shot, and I just grabbed my 5-iron. Because again, I want to hit a good 5-iron here, and then I just want to get up and down, get in the gimme circle as quick as possible. So I actually think I executed pretty well. The drive on the other fairway, it did not go out of bounds. I'm just off the green here. Leave me with a relatively short chip, but if you saw that green, it's actually pretty tricky, and I hit it a bit too thin, resulting in about a 25-foot putt to get off this hole and actually make it, which that's a very tricky green, even on a simulator. And I don't even realize I made the putt. Like I said before, I'm not looking to see if the putt went in or not. I just assumed I got lucky and it just edged within the gimme circle. So I was kind of excited to see when I watched this back that I actually made that putt. But we're approaching 16 minutes now. Hit a decent drive there. I just want to get this close to the pin and get out. Par, bogey, whatever it is. I'm exhausted right now. And I'm really hoping this putt gets in the gimme circle so this can all be over with. And wouldn't you know it, it does. So I'm going to go lie down and take a nap. But thank you for watching. If you guys do this, very interested to see other people's times and other people's videos. So, but yeah, 16 minutes, 21 seconds. I know it's not breaking any records, but it's a personal best for me. And I'm just happy I made it through. So good luck with your speed runs, and thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks.